to game number 2 of game day number 3 and tournament number 2. It's just really fun to say all the different numbers. I'm not gonna lie.
Just keep saying numbers.
You know, just keep it
Don't
up.
don't talk. Just say numbers. Yeah.
But that would require us talking. So today, at least in this game, we have Barney's beloved bastards, or King Barney's beloved bastards. I'm sorry, always want to give royalty its due, versus Mozzie Osbourne. So far, uh, realistically for this game, Mozzie Osbourne, they,
Yeah.
they just need to blow right through it. I mean, they're at the top
Yeah.
right now.
They're doing very well. They are at the top of the boards, based on total score and the least rounds lost. So
And it looks like
already they're at a
Coastline's
big
gone
advantage.
for our map bans real quick. I just want to let you know. And that is
There
from
we go.
Barney there. Other than that, Barney definitely needs to get a win. They are at the very bottom right now. So it looks like Border is gone by Mozzie
Goodbye.
Osbourne. So we will not have a repeat of Border, which
Fantastic.
is nice. Hopefully we can get all different maps for today.
Yeah, that'd be nice. What are we looking for? Bank, maybe? We haven't seen a bank.
Yeah,
Have we
and
seen
it looks like Consulate just got taken out by Barney here. I'm still pulling for a Villa. I still want to see that Villa.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see a Villa here. I'd actually be happy with a cafe. I like Clubhouse, but I feel like we've seen it quite a lot already. So,
Bank's
there goes
gone
Bank.
here. So Clubhouse, Cafe, and Villa. So this will be kind of interesting to see which one we go here. And Clubhouse is gone, so we have Cafe
Fantastic.
or Villa. I'm pulling for that
Brilliant.
Villa, baby. I'm pulling for it.
Come on, Villa.
Let's see what
It'd be
happens
lovely
here.
to see.
Let's see where Mozzie Osbourne truly does not want to go.
The tension.
I know, it's rising.
My hands are sweating.
Mom spaghetti. There's vomit on my sweater already. For those of you who are potentially too young to get that joke,
Maybe
it
they
is, lyrics from an Eminem song.
Well, I mean, they can get some spaghetti at the cafe, or they can get spaghetti, some mom spaghetti at Villa in Italy.
Potentially.
So, there's a lot of
There's a lot of
spaghetti to go
options
around.
here.
And there we go.
And it looks like it's Cafe, and luckily enough, I already had Cafe loaded
Ah,
up here,
you.
so it's like I knew. So we'll see who goes on attack first here.
There we go. So it looks like attack will be Mozzie Osbourne, and defense will be King Barney. So that's orange
Alright.
on attack.
Yes, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get this Russian train a-rolling down to Cafe Dostoevsky.
So, how are we looking for a win in this one? I think. Oh, I mean, we're saying Mozzie, they're at the top of the leaderboard. Barney are now at the bottom of the leaderboard based on the win from Santa
needs
last
this
game.
win.
They really do.
It would be really nice for Mozzie to win, but they don't really have to win at this point. As long as they pick up a point, they're good. The first attack ban by Barney is actually going to be a Thermite, which is actually really surprising. Normally, it's the Thatcher that gets taken out first, but apparently they don't want to have to deal with the Texan with the exothermic charge. And it looks like Mozzie's their attack operator ban will be a Jackal, so we won't see him wreaking havoc like he did in the last game.
Interesting.
Let's see who
So
they
that's-
take out on defense here.
Yeah.
They're just taking a little time, maybe thinking about it, trying to get their strategy all
Probably
pulled
arguing over
together.
that.
And it looks like Mira is gone on defense here for Mozzie Osbourne, and then Barney. Let's see who they decided to take out on defense for their ban.
I'm thinking maybe a Tachanka here. I think Tachanka's got some good strats.
If anything, I would get rid of him just so that way it'd be like, look, we can't have the Lord come in here and just wreck shop. But actually, it is a
Absolutely.
Maestro that is coming out of here. So sadly, one of the Italians
Interesting.
is gone. Actually, the only Italian operator, considering Alibi is Moroccan. No, she's not. She's Libyan. I'm thinking of the wrong operators.
There we go.
I'm thinking
so
of
no
Kaid.
Spaghetti for this round.
No spaghetti. It looks like we're going to kitchen, service, and cooking. We almost had Tachanka. He's back there again. Might be there to scare Mozzie Osbourne into wanting to just instantly give up this game. And
Lolix says Libya.
Libya. You spelled it wrong, by the way, Lolix. I'm very proud of you, though. It looks like our defensive operators will be Legion, Mute, Bandit, Kaid, and the Lord himself, Tachanka. Legion is getting 6 pick off for a Vigil. On attack, it will be Thatcher, Sledge, Amaru getting swapped off for an IQ, Hibana, and Zofia on attack. So, we're keeping the Lord. If we don't get a spawn peak with that wonderful LMG mounted and loaded, I will be very, very disappointed.
Ender always with the trolling. I mean, this is classic Ender now. This is it's going to be a blitz. It's going to be a Tachanka, and what are they doing?
Who knows?
Do they want to win a round? Maybe Purple are just giving up. I
mean,
sure.
Come on, it's their first game today. They're having a little fun with it. They're just getting used to how everything's operating. They're just enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
And
you might notice that.
I just want to say real quick, if you can find him here, Tachanka has the wonderful unicorn helmet. Along with the pink gunskin, I think so. Yes, he is. Tachanka is ready for everything today.
I think it's worth noting as well today that Traffle has previously played on blue. He's our reserve player for any game, so he's going to be playing in the purple games today. So if that looks a bit weird, if you notice that's what's going on. It's our standard.
And it looks so far like we're already going to try and get into the bakery here. And so far, nothing too crazy, just some drones moving around here. It looks like they're going to open up this soft wall here, and also going for the main bakery wall. And it looks like the Tachanka is set up, ready to pick up somebody. He's getting some shots out, loses the face shield. He's able to get one. That's walking down with the diffuser. And Tachanka has got his first kill. He's taking some shots here. Sadly, he's not able to get anybody else. Loses a little more than half of his health, but he's able to do a solid amount of damage. The only person on attack, which is Liam, who has not lost any health here on the attack, but he's able to find the bandit of Dutch upstairs, who's going around for a real long rotate here to potentially grab the Sledge that just came through the floor. So it looks like they're going to have the fight, and it looks like Sledge gets taken down here by Dutch. And now it is a 5v3 with all of the attackers so far under half, except for Raptors, who looks like he maybe has a little bit of maybe 5 to 10 extra health there. So, I'm sorry, it looks also like Jamie Killer's got maybe about 10 to 15 of his health gone there too. But other than that, it looks like everybody on defense here is just hanging out, just kind of either on a solid roam or just trying to look around and see what's going on. It looks like they're getting that bakery wall opened up, at least over here and on the other side for Raptors. Got a solid peek into sight. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to see anybody as he's over there looking towards the back of bar. He's not actually able to see the Vigil of Demon down here at the very end. And it looks like Ahmed's going to maybe peek his head out here and potentially try and grab Raptors. Although he's not paying attention. He's looking towards to pick up the Vigil. Vigil comes around and Vigil is able to take him down. And now, and it looks like Jamie Killer's able to pick up Dutch. So now it is a 4v2. Jamie Killer upstairs, and it looks like Fizz here, who is on the Bonnet, is down towards the main bakery kitchen, and it looks like he's going to try and go for something here, but sadly Fizz is actually able to take out Ahmed. He's in the middle of a firefight here with Tachanka and Fuse, but he happens to flash himself. Has the bearing 9 out. It looks like he doesn't. He also has the Fuser. He's able to take down Trapple. Jamie Killer's able to take down Demon. It is a 2v1 with the Lord. Jamie Killer's able to take down Ender T, and the attackers are able to win round number 1.
Wow, what a roller coaster! Jamie Killer really.
Yeah.
Straight up's gonna be MVP. Like, what a round for him. Tachanka.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry I spoke bad of Tachanka Ender. You actually really pulled it off. I think honestly they had a massive advantage at the beginning that they didn't take advantage of because Tachanka weakened the whole of Mozzie Osbourne almost.
Yeah, the entire team.
And I think Tachanka Kill is going into the highlight reel, but unfortunately, just didn't quite work out.
It looks like we're going to go back to kitchen service and cooking. We have a Valkyrie, Legion, Mozzie, Kaid, and Clash on defense with a Gridlock, Thatcher, Hibana, Sledge, and Zofia on attack. And I have spoken too soon. That Clash gets swapped over to a Kapkan. So let's see how many people potentially die and or walk through Kapkan traps. Probably all 5 will get detonated. We'll see.
Yeah,
it looks
obviously. Like... I mean, it's standard, isn't it? You know,
it is.
It's what we. And I did see Ender post during the week saying he really enjoyed looking at the Kapkan traps. So when he last played Captain, we got really into the Kapkan traps. I think we should do the same today.
Attackers have located a bomb.
I mean, I'm never against Kapkan. He's a fantastic operator. He's really fun to use. But, I mean, I tell you what, just, if you're not paying attention for those little guys, they will just get you when you least expect it.
Absolutely. And so, sometimes you heat in the moment, you're just not thinking about it. You're thinking about pushing the next room, you're thinking about, you know, taking on a fight, and you're running through a door, and it's so easy to be caught by these things if you're not paying attention. It's another thing that the attackers have to worry about.
Attackers are moving to defuse.
I'm liking Demon's Valcam placements there as well.
Yeah. I wanted to hang out on that for just a tick, make sure that at least somebody saw it. Oh, and it looks like somebody almost lost a decent amount of health there. Almost looked like Trapple was about to lose some health, but luckily the reinforcement that he was putting up as somebody was blowing a hole in the wall was able to stop those bullets. And it looks like we're also going right back into the bakery here. Trying to see if maybe we can grab anything. But it looks so far like we're just doing a little bit of drone work. So far, nothing really, and it looks like Fizz over here on the sledge is able to take down one of the cams, but I don't know if they were able to get the Valkyrie cam back behind him here. Fizz just throwing some shots. So far, not really a whole lot, but it looks like Raptor's already got into a gunfight. He's lost a little bit of health here. Looks like he's going to be able to take down Demon, so that is the Valkyrie gone. Good thing they were able to get all of those cams down, hopefully. And it looks like Ender's just hanging out here in the coat closet, just waiting for somebody to come around. And it looks like he comes around and is able to put shots into Raptors, and he's able to finally finish him off. So that is the Gridlock down, only with one of those track stingers thrown out potentially and ready to catch someone. It sounds like Elysian's coming down over here by Liam, and it looks like Watkin on the Hibana is up here at the very top. It looks like Jamie Killer's going to be able to pick up Dutch. So now, but it looks like Jamie Killer's got barely any health on him, so now it is going to be a 4v3. Well, everybody else is down on site. No more roamers, it looks like, except for Ender, who's technically not on site. But he gets droned out in the little closet here, so they know where he's at. Let's see if anybody's going to be able to come and capitalize on it. Looks like Fizz here might just going to potentially go for a grenade, but sadly, no. Ender comes out here, tries to get him. They throw down the grenade to see if maybe he can try and do some damage. Sadly, he doesn't get anything done there. Goes upstairs, and it looks like Ender gets some damage done to him. Not overly sure where that was from. But it looks like he's just waiting for the Zofia to come around, and sadly, he doesn't able to get the shot off for Jamie Killer does. Jamie Killer's able to take him out. So now it is a 2v4 with about 30 seconds left. And the It looks like the sledge is upstairs, and it looks like Ahmed goes for the C4, but sadly throws it just a tad bit too late. Misses the sledge. Zofia sounds like she's throwing out those concussion grenades, those impact grenades. Looks like Liam on the Thatcher is hit by one of the grenades, or one of the captain traps. Looks like he also gets taken down by something. Ahmed's able to take down JB Killer. Trapple's able to take down JB Killer. I am sorry here. It looks like the defenders went on time.
Run out of time.
Whoa, that's a lucky round for the defenders there.
Very, very
incredibly lucky. Again, a very strong attack from Mozzie Osbourne, as we probably expect, but very late. There was a very silly mistake to be getting to that site that late, and that's a win for one of the tougher defense sites as well.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that Jamie Cub is really carrying.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Carrying at the moment.
He's doing a very good job there. It looks like we're going all the way to the tippy top of Cafe Dostoevsky, up into the bar and cocktail lounge for our defensive hold here. With a Kaid, Legion, Castle, Valkyrie, and Rook, with a Gridlock, Thatcher, Lion, Sledge, and Zofia coming in to attack. And it looks like the Lion is going to get swapped off for the Hibana here. And let's see if the defense decides to swap the same, or if maybe they just want to keep everybody that they got. It looks like the Kaid is getting swapped off for a Jaeger. Never a bad idea, especially with that sledge and Zofia being up on the board.
I think if Mozzie Osbourne really want to win this round or win this game, they're going to have to start having a bit more cohesion. I think they could learn a lot from Santa there, that last game where they seem to be working together a lot more. I think Mozzie Osbourne are almost there, like they have a lot of really strong fraggers and they are working together in places, but they really need to just speed up a little bit, get a little bit more surgical, get their little bit, be a little bit more tactical with what they're doing. I think for King Barney though, I think what they maybe need to start doing is I think really they just got to win some frags. I think they're already like holding up relatively well. They've just got to start like getting themselves in slightly better placements for when the push happens, and continue to stall out that timer. I think they could absolutely win their defenses by stalling out like they did in the last round.
Oh, for sure. Well, we've got round number 3 underway here, and so far not really a whole lot done, but it looks like Ender is able to take down Watkin on the spawn peak with the Rook there, so that is the Hibana gone, and we are at a 5v4, ladies and gentlemen. That was a very, very good shot there.
In position.
Looks like so far all of can't think of their name. Mozzie Osbourne is just coming up to the roof. Looks like Zofia's just gonna beat on this castle barricade, maybe just to give him a little something to think about here. Very good cam placement here from Ahmed. Let's see if he swaps to that third cam. It looks like he notices a couple of the drones coming up into Cigar Lounge here. And there's all 3 of the cams there for you. It looks like one of the windows has been taken out, and Demon happens to see it there. It sounds like somebody's got a pre-placed C4 somewhere. It already looks like Raptors is going to be the first one in Cigar Lounge, and that is the last of his track stingers taken out there, or at least used, I should say. And it looks like Demon is down here at the end of the hallway, realizing that those are coming out there and trying to clear them out for his team. But I don't know if they see on this cam here that we've got a couple people up in Cigar, and it looks like we've got somebody drop from the new patch now. And one of the C4s goes off, and that is Fizz taken out from Ahmed with the Valkyrie down below, and that was a fantastic play C4. It is a 5v3 now. Just a little bit of health taken off from Demon, and just a little bit of health taken off from Rook here, or Ender, trying to clear out those track stingers for his team, so that way they're able to move around a little easier. It sounds like the drone's going just by, and it looks like Raptors is taken out here by Ender, and Ender is doing a fantastic job on this Rook. just doing a lot of work, and it looks like Dutch is able to take down Jamie Killer, and it is just the Thatcher of Liam here trying to come around, see if maybe he can grab somebody. He's able to pick up Demon Man, takes a little damage. In the meantime, he's got a lesion in his foot there. He's going to have to take it out before he can really do anything, and the castle knows he's there. He's going to try and creep up, but it doesn't look like anything's going to happen, but the Rook of Ender comes around and finishes him off, and that is Defenders coming out on top.
That was a fantastic defense from King Barney there. That was much stronger than their last defenses. It didn't look like they won, but on time like last time. It was this time around they were actually fragging out. Ender was doing amazing. That spawn
Ender did a fantastic job.
Absolutely sets you back when you start off the game with a team of 4 rather than a team of 5. That's gonna really hold you back. He picked up some really key kills there, and I think Ender on the Rook. I know he likes to switch operator like every time, but maybe the Rook is going to work out for him. He seems very versatile, and I think with King Barney, one thing I'm noticing is that they're a massive wild card. They play so out of the box a lot of the time that they're incredibly hard to play against if you're not good at adapting. And I think Mozzie Osbourne really need to just get that adapt. I don't feel like they're there yet. They're not playing to their level that they normally do. And they just need a few warm-up games. I'm hoping that in this next round you'll start to see them be a little bit more cohesive and actually start to frag out a little bit and get into the positions they need to be sooner.
Oh, yeah. It looks like our next site here will be Fireplace and Mining on the defense. We almost had it Tachanka, but the Tachanka, if I remember correctly, got swapped out for the Valkyrie. And we've also got Echo on the board, and hopefully he's probably going to be able to get to run a little rampant and free here, considering that there is not an IQ on the attacker's side here. They did have a Blackbeard, but they swapped off the Blackbeard for
10 seconds remaining.
Finka. So
5 seconds to go.
so far, just a little bit of prep here and just setting everybody up, and it looks like a pretty
Attackers are
solid
moving
standard
to defuse
over
the
here.
bomb.
So we'll see what happens. And it looks like we've got somebody up top again for another spawn peek. Not overly certain who it is. Or potentially it was just Dutch trying to place one of his Valkyrie cams. It looks like Ahmed's trying to fight with a little drone here to try and grab it. But they at least know that he is up here. And it looks like Valkyrie's going to get droned out in the coat closet here from the Zofia. And other than that, just not really a whole lot of movement. We've got a couple players from Mozzie Osbourne up here on the roof, and it looks like Fizz and Liam are going to join them here shortly. It doesn't look like there's anybody on the very top floor for King Barney, but we do have Trapple on the Legion over here in Reading Room. And it also looks like Dutch is coming down White Stairs. Looks like he was upstairs, just didn't really able to see him. He was over here in Laundry. And then Ahmed over down here, downstairs by the news stairs by Lobby. And so far, nothing really too crazy going on. Looks like we're just opening everything up. And Fizz is one of the first attackers inside of the building at the moment. And so far, it's just a lot of intel gathering. There's not really much of anything going on here. Is everybody kind of moving around? It looks like Demon's going to be able to see the Habana upstairs, and apparently it looks like the sledge was able to drone him out. And they're going for the main hatch here, and Scar Ninja is going to be holding up a tight angle here with that ACOG that he's got on that MP5 SD. And so far, it looks like everybody's upstairs here. Take everything out. Dutch gets thrown down on White Stairs, so sadly his sneak attack isn't going to be able to come up and do much of anything. Ender looks like he's all by his life. Going to try and do something. He gets the floor taken out above him, and it looks like he gets some damage thrown onto him.
Drone's ready.
And potentially it is from the Finka. And there we go. Jamie Killer is able to pick up the Ender, so that is the Echo no longer in play. And then Liam is able to pick up Ahmed, also going into one of those boom mines. And it looks like Dutch is going to be able to pick up Raptors, so that is Diffuser down. We'll see what happens here. It looks like Liam's going to get into a gunfight, but Liam's going to lose the gunfight. to Trapple, who loses a decent amount of his health, but he almost gets hit there. Narrowly misses the grenade, but then he gets taken out by the Finka. It is a 2v3 here. And it looks like the Jaeger of Demon is just going to try and go something. And it looks like Fizz is getting the diffuser down. And so far, nobody's really doing anything to try and combat this. And it looks like Dutch is able to get Fizz with a C4, but wasn't able to prevent the diffuser. Watkins able to pick up Demon, and it's Dutch all by himself. And it looks like Watkin is going to watch the white stairs. The Finka taking out the Valkyrie cam over on Red and gets a little shot onto her from Dutch, but it doesn't really look like that's going to do much of anything. It looks like Watkins coming up from behind, but Jamie Killer is actually able to take out Dutch. And attackers win round number 4, I do believe. Yes, it is.
This is a really interesting game because it's close for weird reasons. That was a quite slow, again, another slow attack for Mozzie, very risky, but the fragging is really helping them.
For sure.
If Jamie Keller wasn't there right now, I don't think they'd be winning these attacks as well as they are. And I think with King Barney, they're very unpredictable. Sometimes they look extremely strong. Sometimes they look a bit random. Even when they're random, they seem to be picking up kills. So it must be very hard for Mozzie Osbourne, but Mozzie Osbourne really just need to come together a little bit more. It can't just be riding off the back of Jamie Killer there, getting all the frags. They do have to do a bit more. They do have to push a bit harder. They do have to get more frags between the team and start helping each other out to get those consistent wins. I think all the wins so far, like bar maybe the last defense from, the previous defense from King Bunny, all of them look like luck wins. So it's a really strange match, and hopefully we'll start to see a little bit more cohesion between both the teams.
Fingers crossed here. It looks like we're going back down to the kitchen for our 5th defense here. King Barney bringing the Kaid, Legion, Valkyrie, and the Clash along with the Castle here. And there you go, so that way you can see that O'Brien left our party. Real glad you guys got to see that. I even turned off notifications. Apparently my PlayStation does not like me. So
10 seconds remaining.
So far, just setup going on. It's never is a bad thing, especially on defense.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
And it looks like Mozzie Osbourne brought the IQ this time around, but sadly, not really as effective as she would have been last round, especially with those echo drones. Oh, it looks like they're potentially going to go for Bakery again. At least there is a drone over in Bakery. Other than that, we have Demon roaming around, but the only roamer here for King Barney. He's upstairs and mining. It doesn't look like anybody's found him yet. Other than that, it doesn't really look like anybody from Mozzie is anywhere near to entering the building, except Fizz is just holding a little bit of an angle here on the window outside of Fireplace. And getting some shots there from the Valkyrie, and the Valkyrie's going to take a little bit of damage here. Not too much, but maybe just enough to keep him from winning a gunfight later on. Other than that, it looks like everybody's just hanging out downstairs, really not doing much of anything. There's not really a whole lot of movement. And it looks like Fizz and Watkins are finally going to come into the building here. And it looks like they're going to go mainly into the train room here. Open up the floor down into sight and see what they can see. It doesn't really look like there is much movement. Everybody appears to kind of be on their cams. They're just kind of moving around. It sounds like Lana's thrown down some of those ex-Kairos pellets. Not sure where at. Potentially on one of the walls. And it looks like Watkin goes down here, and that is Diffuser down. And I don't know if Demon knows that he took down Watkin. But that is Diffuser down, and if they don't get to Watkin, then that is the end of the kill. It looks like Demon gets taken out before he's able to finish off the kill there, but Jamie Killer is able to pick up Demon, and it also looks like Fizz was able to take up Ahmed with a grenade there. But other than that, they're able to pick up Watkin, which is good. So now it is just Ender Dutch
Attackers have
and
recovered their
Trapple
defusers.
down here mainly on site. It looks like
Attackers have
Raptors
located
is
a bomb.
opening up the walls here on the site, trying to get a little bit of a good eye in. They're going to need to take out one of those Kaid claws. But sadly, Thatcher is all out of EMPs. And there we go. Up Ender there, and I don't know if it's flash, but now it is a 2v5. And we get a Finka boost coming out here from Jamie Killer there, and it looks like they're going to drone out the Legion. It looks like Dutch is able to take out Raptors, so there is the Flash actually able to get a kill, and we've got about 10 seconds left here in the game. And it looks like the Sledge is going to come in, but he's going to take down the Legion. He's going to try and open up the wall, and it looks like they have to try a takedown in the Clash, and Liam ends Dutch for the attackers, winning round number 5.
And that was a lot better attack, but again quite late. It took him quite a while to get that win. The time was running out, and there was no plants as well. That's one thing I've just realised. Not seeing any plants. Unlike Santa, who were literally planting every single round they had attack.
I think we've seen one plant so far come out of Mozzie Osbourne.
One plant.
I think one full plant and then one attempt at a plant.
Right.
Other than that, it's just they've been wiping
it's
the
just
floor
not
with
really.
them, or
So it's been frags. It's just been frags the whole time, and you can win. Absolutely, you can win on frags. But now they're going to defense. It's starting to be defense is where you really do need to come together a bit more. I think. I mean, obviously, attack you need to work together as a team, but I feel like on defense they need to start using that intel a little bit better. Thinking about their placements, and really, they've got to nail down these defenses now, because they have lost 2 defenses. They have lost 2 attacks, and yeah, it's interesting. It's really hard to analyze this match. I think it's so weirdly unpredictable, and there's not really any doesn't seem to be any real interesting or weird strats going on. So it's very strange. But it really could go any way as well, I think. Even though we know Mozzie Osbourne are at the top of the leaderboard right now and King Barney at the bottom, I still feel like this could go either way.
Oh, for sure. And we've come into the swap where it's been one team up with one round before, and then at the very end, it winds up being a tie, or maybe the team that you don't expect to win actually does. So it's just going to be really interesting to see what happens here. We'll have to see what Barney has in store for us on their first attack round of the match here. And so far, not really much of anything going on. Just everybody trying to move around here. See if they can get some idea of how to potentially get into this building here. It looks like Fizz was potentially going to try and go for a spawn peek outside of mining, but sadly was not able to grab anybody, and it sounds like one of the breach charges is going to go off. 2 of them actually upstairs, and open up the new hatch, and then the red stairs hatch. So we have those open. And it looks like one of those track stingers is going to come out here. And sadly, one of Trapple's EMP grenades is going to get taken out by one of Jaeger's ADSs. I don't know if they know that Watkin is here in Freezer all by himself, and he doesn't even look like he has potentially an escape route, but luckily right next to him is Raptors with those impact grenades. It looked like Ender was potentially thinking about putting a fuse charge on that window, but decides against it this time around. And it looks like Ahmed has already made it into the building on red stairs. Looks like he's going to move into Cigar's shop. Cigar Lounge is just firing some bullets. Not really able to do anything, but I don't know. He sees that the Valkyrie cam is there. He also gets hit by the Echo drone, and the Valkyrie comes out to try and do some damage to him. But sadly, they weren't able to really do much of anything. But that is a good job of the Echo and the Valkyrie working together. It also looks like Habana has made it into Cigar as well, trying to open up the wall next to Watkin to try and move the Echo out of there. And it looks like Liam's going to go for a C4 from down below, and he's able to pick up Ahmed. So now it is a 4v5 at the moment, and that is the Zofia gone. And I'm not overly sure if she was able to use any of those concussion or impact grenades that she has in her launcher. So far it looks just like Demon is the only one in the building here for King Barney. We've got Fizz and Liam downstairs in train and reading respectively. And other than that, nope, and it looks like Dutch and Trapple are coming in. It looks like Dutch is going to get taken out from the Valkyrie, but I'm not overly certain that the Valkyrie knows that she downed him, but that is Diffuser as well. And not able to see anything. It sounds like Ender finally uses one of those fuse charges. Demon's able to take down Watkin and bring it back to a 4v4. And it looks like Trapple is going to be able to pick up Dutch there and be able to get Diffuser. And it's 15 seconds. It looks like Trapple is going for the defuse. Valkyrie's taken down there, and Bandit's going to come around and take down them. And it's a 1v3 with Trapple being the only one still left alive on attack, and he's going to come around. He's going to get taken down by the Bandit. He's able to get the defuse down, but I'm not sure if they're able to find where it is. It looks like they find the diffuser, and they go for it with plenty of time. So it looks like Mozzie Osbourne is going to be up 2 rounds now.
Yeah. And yeah, that was a much better defense for them. They, 3 of them left at the end. Top fragger still going, doing his thing. So yeah, it's Mozzie Osbourne. I think they're going to have the advantage on their defenses now. I think King Barney had, definitely. You always have the advantage in the defenses in Cafe, and King Barney are now attacking. So it's going to be a lot harder for them to work together in a more structured way that they have to be doing for attack. Yeah, I think this is probably where Mozzie Osbourne are probably going to run away with the game now.
Potentially. Now it looks like we're going down to kitchen service. We have Bandit, Mozzie, Legion, Frost, and Jaeger on defense, along with Habana, Thatcher, Amaru, Zofia, and Blitz on attack here. And of course, that is the Ender. That is Ender with the Blitz. It looks like Amaru is going to get 6 pick off here, along with the Frost. Frost is going to move over to Smoke. Amaru moves over to Nomad. So this is going to be really interesting. This is the, if I remember correctly, the second time that Blitz has come out in any of these games. So hopefully he doesn't die immediately like he did last time he was out. Because that made me very sad. Where he was picked and then was immediately burned.
Great.
Not really a whole lot going on here. A little bit of site construction. Here on Smoke with the shotgun, almost running out of all of his rounds here, but I think he's just using it so that way he can be able to throw smokes from one side to the other. Other than that, everything kind of seems to be how you would normally expect.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Other than that, here on attack, we're just moving closer towards the building to see if we can maybe find anything. Looks like Nomad's placing a breach charge, going to go into the main room here. And going to place an air jab, trying to prevent anybody coming down from White Stairs to move over towards Bar. And it sounds like a second air jab gets placed now from Dutch, so he's only got 1 left here. And it looks like we're going towards the back end here into the freezer, which is actually a pretty smart idea. We haven't really seen anybody go for this right now, but that is definitely where the play is at. It looks like Ender's going to push up and try and hold up here since he's not the Monty, but with the Blitz. And it sounds like Habana's going to open up this freezer wall, and so far the only person that's going to be able to see what's going on is the Legion Watkin, along with Fizz, who happens to be on cams, and notices all the way at the top here is Ahmed, but Watkin is able to take down Ender. That is the Blitz gone once again, immediately, quickly.
So unfortunate.
Very, very unfortunate. It looks like Watkin and Fizz here are trying to hold this freezer very carefully. And so far, I mean, those are 2 of your best operators to try and do that, especially the Legion and the Smoke. definitely the Legion for helping prevent people from moving, or at least giving you sound cues for when somebody comes in, and then the smoke for preventing plants. Also, it looks like Raptor's taking a little bit of health here, and it looks like he's going to try and go around the back end, try and sneak up and catch somebody. But other than that, it looks like everybody is here waiting to see what's happening. We already have one toxic babe come out here from Fizz to try and prevent that plant. It looks like Jamie Killer is just standing up here and reading. It looks like Dutch takes down Raptor, so now it is a 4v4. So far, not really a whole lot. It looks like another toxic babe's going to come out. Liam takes Ahmed. And it sounds like there is a breach charge being placed potentially upstairs. To try and open up the floor a little bit. And it looks like it is a 2v4. And it looks like Dutch on the Nomad is going to get taken down by Liam. And now it is just the lowly Habana and the Thatcher here. Thatcher's got his hands full, considering that he has to put up with not only the Legion, but also the smoke. It looks like he is out of the toxic babes and has used them all. It looks like Jamie Killer's potentially going to try and come around and pick up this Thatcher, see if he can get the C4, or not the C4, but it looks like Demon's able to pick up Watkin. Trapple is able to get Fizz, so that is the smoke and the Legion down. And Demon is going for the plan, but Jamie Killer comes up behind and is able to get Trapple, and then Liam is able to get Demon, and Mozzie Osbourne is able to take round number 7.
And that's 3 in a row for Mozzie Osbourne now.
Yes.
They're on a roll. They're snowballing as I kind of anticipated. At the start of the game, it really did look like it was going to be a very close match. And
yeah.
I think that, to be honest, was probably the bias of the defenses at the beginning. It's a shame. I think King Barney have so much potential in it. I love seeing Ender literally just pull out these crazy operators. But it's not really working out for them now on their attacks. I think you can see the kills are a lot more spread out for Mozzie Osbourne. Physics is doing great. Liam is doing great. Jamie's obviously doing fantastic. And they just King Barney. I don't really have the sort of unified sort of structure going on right now, and they definitely can do it though. Like, they have a really strong team. Dutch is really fantastic. Ahmed is doing really, really well. Ender's doing great. Trapple, I know he's a stand-in for this game, but he's a pretty consistent player. And Demon, obviously, Clutch King. Not really doing any clutches yet, but we'll see. Fingers crossed.
We'll see. Potentially, it will be this round, and instead of it being a 6-2, which it might be, it'll maybe be a 6-3 or a full-on tie. So it looks like the site here is Train and Fireplace here. A good site to pick, considering that they just won upstairs and they also won kitchen here.
Yeah. They haven't really got a lot of other choice, to be honest.
No, not really.
Besides library, sorry.
What is it? It's reading in Fireplace or mining in Fireplace. Which one do you want, guys? Regardless, Fireplace is a part of this.
And I think you've got a bit more room here to hold sight, get a better view into mining from Train. They're linked together. It makes it a little bit easier. But they do have to make sure they get control of upstairs, get the hatches wherever they can. And I'm sure they've got to be a strong roam on this. It would just see if there's a glass. There's a glass on the board. I just realized
there is a glass.
Ender is playing glass. Cool. All right.
So this is going to be really interesting. And Fizz with the run out onto Trapple, and that is the Thatcher gone. Also the diffuser laying outside just here on the little balcony. Dutch, none the wiser, just staring through the window, not realizing that his teammate died maybe 10 feet away from him. So Fizz kicking everything off with the Valkyrie here. Not overly sure if he had a Valcam out there to see what was going on, but that was a fantastic run out from him. And it looks like the only person on site is the Kaid of Raptors, who has Ender on the Spetsnaz Sniper and also Artis Glass. Watching here into mining. See what's going on. Doesn't look like he's able to see really much of anything, but it looks like Demon narrowly misses the Valkyrie cam that he was trying to shoot out. Potentially he got it, not overly certain. And it looks like the IQ gets knocked down from the Jaeger, or it was actually Liam there. Liam is able to take down Demon. So now it is a 5v3. And it looks like we have 3 of Mozzie Osbourne upstairs here on this roam. Dutch is able to refrag and pick up Liam, so now we are back to a 3v4. Looks like Jamie Killer is going to go up against the glass, and he wins, bringing it to a 2v4, and sadly he gets taken out by the sledge of Dutch. And it looks like the Valkyrie is the only one left upstairs contending with this glass, with this sledge, and there is the sledge gone. It is a 3v1. It is Ahmed all by himself on the Habana. Has not used any of those breaching charges or any of those ex-Kairos, and hopefully he does not get taken out. Fez looking around frantically, seeing if he can be able to find anybody. Watkin just hanging out here on site, along with Raptors, just sitting and biding their time. And it looks like Fizz is going to come over to White Stairs here. I'm not overly certain if you could see what I was seeing, but the way that his gun was hanging out over his head, it was pretty fantastic. Raptors here says somebody's opening up the window here. Potentially he's going to get it before he comes in through the door, and there he is. Raptors able to take down Ahmed, and there we go. Mozzie Osbourne wins.
There we go.
Game number 2.
Honestly, from the start, it didn't look like it was going to play that way, and in the end, it doesn't even matter.
It really felt like it was going to be a tie. I'm not going to... It felt like a tie was coming.
It really did. But fantastic game there from Mozzie Osbourne, and absolute commiserations for King Barney in that game. That's put them quite low down on the board. They're going to need to get some wins today, another win tomorrow. They've really got to do it now. They're definitely in the hot seat.
Oh, for sure. Well, that is game number 2 and game day number 3 and tournament number 2. Mozzie Osbourne walking away with it 6-2. It's a lot of 2s in there. We will take a short break, get everybody back in for the next game. Thank you very much all for watching. We shall see you in the next one. Again, it has been me, Lick, along with Magpie as your casters. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.